closing, and I did not catch any of the reasons that you had. I did not hear any of them. And our reasons for the 21-day quarantine, there should be.
Max was supplying the evidence for Aaron's reasons.
I didn't hear reasons.
You should listen better.
Okay. So, we believe that there should be the 21-day quarantine, and once again, our reasons were one person can infect at least two more people.
But only through bodily fluids. If they play in feces, they'll get Ebola.
Okay. And the second reason was Sierra Leone and Liberia alone could have at least 1.4 million cases.
That's if we don't find a cure by then.
Gavin, you can't speak until he gives you permission.
Alone could have 1.4 million cases by mid-January unless we find a way to stop it.
No.
And the third reason was Ebola. It could start all over again. Recovered patients, as Addison has said, recovered patients could get sick again. That's why we need to be making more technology to stop people from being sick. And for fourth and last reason was that if the Spanish flu has killed 30 million people, and if Ebola is anything like it, it can kill at least that many people if it's anything like it. And that's really why we believe that there should be a 21-day
Some of us might be thinking that if people aren't quarantined, any of us could end up with Ebola right here in the United States. But if we're only worried about ourselves and not the other people who need help too, it will spread in other places. Most doctors and nurses who go to Africa to help people don't have time to be quarantined unnecessarily. So if they have to go 3 weeks of quarantine, then they don't want to volunteer to go. Because of this, the epidemic will spread in Africa. If there's no quarantine, who's going to be watching those people 24/7? They need to have loved ones. They need to have loved ones near, whether they're being treated for Ebola or being unnecessarily quarantined. Quarantine is putting people in a room alone.
If a sick patient does have Ebola, none of the doctors would put your family in there with you.
But anyone you've been in contact or in the same building as, where you've gone to the restroom, they would put anyone in that building there in quarantine.
Well, if you have been in contact, even if you were to have Ebola when you, like if you had Ebola and then you went to see your siblings or anything like that, then you were to get them infected, then I would see why the doctors would put you and your family in the quarantine.
Quarantining is putting people in a room alone. We humans are not meant to be alone, to suffer alone, to process what we're seen alone. Is anyone thinking about the mental health of those quarantined? Overall health needs to be considered. As far as the fear of spreading Ebola goes, it's quite simple. People need to wash their hands. Overall, only 64% of people wash their hands after using the public restroom. People just need to avoid things that might cause them to have Ebola. So wash your hands, care for those in need, and